Hey there, I'm Joshua Hanlon here at Brick Live in Birmingham, and I'm sitting here with Guy, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his many years of experience with the LEGOLAND parks. So thanks for joining us, Guy. You can just start off with kind of what first got you involved with LEGOLAND?
Yeah, way back in 1992, having done several years of toy design for other toy manufacturers, I was lucky enough to land a job as part of the design team for LEGOLAND Windsor. So that was the second park, the second LEGOLAND park to be built after Billund. So yeah, I've been doing it ever since. So following on from LEGOLAND Windsor, we then built LEGOLAND California, LEGOLAND Germany, LEGOLAND Florida, LEGOLAND Malaysia. So lots of models, lots of mini-land scale stuff, lots of show and rides models, and got them all done. So I've been paid to play.
There you go. So that's a lot of years of experience. So what kind of was your daily work or the main type of stuff that you would do during that time?
Quite often, in terms of theming for a ride, it could be very, very vague. So we might just get a theme to go with. So it could be pirates or it could be underwater. And obviously at that time, some of the themes like Aquazone was really big. So sometimes it was very, very vague. So we would brainstorm as a team and come up with some ideas for models. So maybe octopuses with lots of things in their tentacles, or submarines and all sorts of kind of stuff which would scale up. If it was Miniland, obviously we'd go and do a lot of research, so we'd go and find out all of the really famous buildings in the area. We'd scale them all up, we'd get drawings, we'd talk to some of the facilities people of those owners of those buildings, and then obviously we'd go into design and build and plan all of the models, and then obviously get them out to the locations and install them.
Okay, and so was this a team of people you were with, or pretty much like solo work? How did that work?
It tended to be one person, one model, so that work was solo, but there was about a dozen people working. So again, if we worked on a Miniland area, there'd be 12 people working on that whole area, but maybe only one working on the White House or the Capitol building. So yeah, one person, one model. Okay.
Yeah, that's real. What was your favorite LEGOLAND park that you've worked on? Do you have a favorite out of them?
LEGOLAND California was cool. Oh, okay. California. The joy there was we built a lot of the New York cluster, so it was really cool to do the Empire State and Chrysler Building and the Sony Center, Rockefeller. So that was really nice and real good classic architecture. So that was cool. Yeah.
And did you build with Lego as a kid? Was this kind of a job working for LEGOLAND, like a dream job for you? I know like it is for some people.
Pretty much. I love construction toys anyway. I love building models and I love sort of RC stuff. So to me, it was the dream location. So just being able to walk through from the studio into a workshop and just get any Lego piece that you needed, that was cool.
And what sort of education did you have before you started working for Lego? Was there, design type related education there?
Yeah. Started out as an industrial designer. I chose to specialise in toys. I didn't really grow up, so it was cool. So started out with things like Action Man, G.I. Joe kind of toys. But yeah, to get the call from Lego and say come and work for us was just the special day.
And so having worked for them so many years, you've obviously seen a lot of changes, probably also in kind of the Lego fan community and kind of things. What type of things have you seen there, and getting more kind of adult fans involved with building, and also how did that affect the LEGOLAND parks at all?
Actually, to be honest, I think just like the LEGOLAND parks, the adult fan models have just developed. Okay. The complexity of the AFOL models and the MOCs that we see here now are just mind-blowing. Again, 12, 15 years ago, you'd go to fan events and you'd see small models. We've got some now that are seriously big, and also collaborative projects. So everything's just getting bigger, more complex, a lot more detail. I mean, it blows your mind, some of the stuff that's here. It's amazing, and it's just developing further and further and further. Cool new pieces, cool new elements coming in the sets too.
There you go. And was it just the LEGOLAND parks that you worked on, or were there other projects that you were involved with during your time at Lego?
We did quite a few events, a lot of models for trade fairs, exhibitions. We also did the Lego Discovery Centre, so the LDCs. So again, the scale of the Miniland models was smaller, so it's minifig scale. And we did some of the indoor ride models there as well. So yeah, that kind of stuff too. We would do 2 LDCs in a 12-month calendar year. So again, it was busy, and constantly designing and building.
What are some of your favorite models that might stick out from your years at Lego? Were there a few that you thought were really fun to build, or maybe just kind of a different type of build you enjoyed doing?
LEGOLAND Florida has some really nice naturalistic animals. So there's elephants and some giraffes, and the patination on the giraffes was a real challenge. And it did take a few moments and some head-scratching minutes to get the design right, but that looks really cool. And to see those now, and the giraffes especially, are really, really cool. So yeah, proud of those. But some of the stuff is just like the Miniland scale models in Windsor. We did Buckingham Palace, so the home of the British royal family, and then the Queen actually came to view the model, that was a pretty proud moment too.
And I know, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people, this is kind of their dream job or something, but what's maybe something that you didn't expect, or maybe the tougher part of the job that people might not always hear about? They're just like, oh, you get to play with Lego all day, but I'm sure there are other parts of the job that aren't always as fun.
Sure, we don't necessarily get the good weather that you guys do either. So a lot of our daily maintenance tasks. So we would spend probably half of our working day at Legoland in Windsor, for example, cleaning the models down from the English weather. Obviously, the rain, the wind, the snow, the winter periods, not quite so fun. So the California park is pretty much open all year round. So Windsor, we have a big close period. So we shut down for 3 months or so. So there's a lot of maintenance work to be done then. So when I'm not actually building, it's not such fun.
Right. And have you, while you were working at Lego, did you continue to build as a fan on the side just for fun, or did it kind of take most of your creative energy to do the models for Legoland?
I think you can always find a little bit of creative energy for extra models. I have an interest in maritime models, so I really like kind of building ships and sort of underwater stuff. So that was always really cool. So everything from shipwrecks, pirates, tall ships, you name it. I've built sort of a lot of models as well. I also challenged myself to try and make some of them float. So I even have an RC Lego boat, which is pretty cool.
Okay, very nice. And do you have any maybe words of wisdom or advice for someone who might be looking to work at a Legoland park or Lego-related job one day?
Just document some of your builds. It's kind of have a Lego portfolio to kind of show the different styles and the different skills you have. It's not all about making scale models of, say, architectural buildings. It can also be the fantasy work. So when you are doing those kind of brainstorm moments and trying to work on a theme, it's maybe sea serpents or dragons or dinosaurs. Well, you know, it's a case of, here's some documented designs that I've done. These are the ones I like. This is how they've developed. So start to build up your own Lego portfolio. And also when you're building at home, sometimes when you build something, document it, photograph it, because you maybe need those elements again to do something new. So just keep developing your style. Different styles, different scales. That's always cool too. And yeah, just keep building. Have the passion for the brick.
There you go. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time. Thanks for talking with me.
No problem.